Hey guys, Enchanting Gaming. Now, we've been very fortunate over the past couple years in Lorcana to the point of being able to essentially just throw a dart at a lot of different cards and be up on them to this day. Now, of course, not every card is like that, but a large majority have been. And now, I'm not particularly fond of the continued, huge up and to the right movements we've been having, but I get it, the whole supply demand amongst other stuff. Now, I've been in crypto since 2017, seen the huge spikes, the big downfall corrections we've had there. And guys, you just got to remember Lorcana, there are going to be corrections at some point occurring. We can't keep going up and to the right forever. So just keep that in mind. Corrections are going to come. It's just natural. It doesn't mean Lorcana's going to die out. And always remember to never put in more than you're willing to lose. That has been a huge thing in crypto. Some people have lost a lot in that, putting in more than they should have. And yeah, just do not get yourself into debt with Lorcana. It's not smart to do whatsoever. Now, that aside, let's kind of dig into some of the cards here, starting with the iconics. I'm not particularly fond of buying raw cards at these prices, especially with no pictures. So if you are wanting to pick one of these up, make sure to get pictures of them because a lot of these listings probably are just cards with some little bit of whitening or some off-centeredness to them potentially. I know iconics typically have been pretty decent in terms of getting tens out of them, but I'm always a little leery with TCG player picking up anything expensive. Like another example for an enchanted, you've got Friend and Me. We're already at 1250 on that. I would be wanting pictures. Aliens, another card I like, probably will be jumping up in price. Now, with Wilds Unknown, I'd be grabbing these Incredibles and a few, well, pretty much anything down here. I'd be picking up. It's you gotta think, guys. Like Ravensburger's track record in terms of reprints really has not been existent over the last 10 sets. So, the trend is your friend until it ends, essentially. I'm not at this point even going to expect a reprint, even though it would make a lot of sense for Wilds Unknown to get one. But until it happens, it's just we could see this set, run up quite a bit higher still. Maybe reach that fabled price point for cards and boxes. I was looking at what was it? I think it was the cheapest card in Fabled was like in the 170s. So if the cheapest card in Wilds Unknown got up to that, I mean, you're looking at essentially a 3x plus from this $52 price point here. So a little nuts, but that's just how it goes when you got the popularity with, low print. There's just not a lot of enchanteds and iconics out there. I don't know at what point, what set they're going to really start increasing the amount of them they put out, but as of now, I'm not expecting it to really bump up with Attack of the Vine. So probably just get more of the same in July as what's occurred with Wilds Unknown. Maybe not to the same extent since Toy Story is a little more popular, but yeah, it's just, I mean, you look at these boxes already, almost nearing $1,000 for the case. Got the Trove 650 for a case. A booster box itself was $215 right now. Now these pre-release kits, they're one of my favorite things of the Wilds Unknown boxed items, just because of that promo card, first of its kind, and the whole pre-release box is the first of its kind too. So pretty special. Moving on. So the current, over the past few days, big hot items have been the Whispers in the Well and Winterspell booster boxes and cases. And we've seen that occur here with the pricing. Well, fortunately, I was able to actually find a Whispers in the Well booster box not even a couple days ago for $370. So lucked out there. But you gotta remember too, guys, like looking on TCG Player and eBay, you're not gonna likely find the best deals. You gotta go searching around other places. Like it's gonna be kind of rare you find a better deal on TCG Player here. But in terms of the averages, this is kind of where you're looking at the prices. So they still got some decent pickups, especially with these older sets. Still not breaking the 400 price point. Azurite, Ursula, Inklings. I like the cards themselves, though, is what I'd be kind of searching for right now, as opposed to anything Whispers or Winterspell, because everyone's talking about those two right now. And when people are talking about stuff, that means they're running the prices up on that. So you gotta go look elsewhere. And in my opinion, sets 2 through 8, the prices have kind of come back down for a lot of the cards over the last month or so. And just honest, you can get a lot of them for decently good prices right now. You're looking at Pete 27. A lot of these cards are in the 40s. This is just a lot of good deals to still be had, especially if you have not yet completed your collection for sets 2 through 8. I'd be hunting these down right now, snatching them up. Because remember, as more people come into Lorcana, they're going to be buying up cards too. And if they're like me, they're long-term holders. I've held Pokemon cards that I've had for almost 30 years, haven't sold any of them. So, essentially, if I pick up an entire set here, those cards, you might not see them for decades. And there's a lot of other people out there like that. So you might want to grab some of these while you can, especially while prices are still low. So looking at Shimmering. I like Shimmering because it was the big move in terms of the art style for Enchanteds. Sets 1 through 4 had something more similar looking to what Epics are. Shimmering had the huge chain here with that very popping, bright coloring to them. They look very good. Look at Mufasa. Awesome. Snow White, awesome. Robin Hood, Scar, Donald Duck, Pie Slinger. Just a lot of very nice looking cards in this set. Now move on to Azurite Sea. So a lot of people hate on this set. I like it just because of the uniqueness. It's different. You don't get that really going on much in Lorcana right now. They've kind of stayed the course since Arcasia's. And I know the Enchanteds with Whispers, they have kind of, or Fabled went up a little bit in terms of the shininess and all that. But yeah, it's just going back to Azurite. They're just so unique. The gold coloring to them. It's not the greatest looking, to be honest, but I just like that Ravensburger took the risk in putting something out like far out there, you could say. And look at these cards; they're all under $100 right now. Before a bunch of these, there were a few of these over $100 at one point. Tigger had really jumped up, but now you can actually get them at a reasonable price. So would be hopping on these right now. Going back to Arcasias, a lot of good looking cards again. You got Belle, the neat Mickey, Donald, Mad Hatter I like. Yeah, still decent stuff. Reign of Jafar, another very good set, though out of stock on It Means No Worries and Stitch, but you can still pick up an Elsa, 220. Still good looking cards. I mean, you look at Lady, looks great. Bambi, Mushu, I actually pulled this card, looks very awesome. Perdita is a good looking one, and I really love this Captain Hook. It's a very nice one too, but still decently priced too. So definitely got a lot of pickups you can be getting throughout sets 2 through 8 right now. Pick up some of the older cases before the prices jump. Winter Spell Whispers, the boat's kind of left right now for those, for some people. So you just gotta go and look where others aren't currently looking, because eventually they're going to come back to sets 2 through 8, and you'll see these prices jump up again. And over time, guys, like these listings are going to be going down even lower than what they are right now. I mean, you look, you got 5 listings, 5, 8, 2. So yeah, just over time as Lorcana gets more popular, you just got to remember these old sets 1 through 8, the likelihood of them getting a reprint pretty much nil. Maybe they throw a Costco collection box out there for some, but like I said earlier, Ravensburger does not have the track record of doing reprints. So, that trend is your friend until it finally ends, and I would be more worried about these cards really going up in price as Lorcana becomes even more popular. And you're just looking right now, these are not bad prices to be getting in. So, yeah, let me know in the comments, guys. What do you think? Are sets 2 through 8 the current thing or sets to be looking at, as opposed to Whispers, Winter Spell, Wilds Unknown? And yeah, I got a Discord up. You guys want to join that? And with that, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.